Hey there guys, welcome to Grainwoods River, USA, Wisconsin. We are right here in SnowRunner and we are going to explore a whole different map right now. We already have discovered the other one. Ooh, this is a lot bigger one. Oh yeah, this one is way bigger than the first one though. That's interesting. In the first one we only had 3 watchtowers. Now we have 5. It seems to be kind of rocky around here with a river apparently down there. So off we go. Let's go and do some exploration, right? I'm really looking forward to it. It's kind of interesting though, right? You know, like normally the first map in my experience is bigger than the other ones. But I do like it. Seems like we have a proper highway here. Yeah, on the other map, by the way, we do had a lot of highway too, only broken bridges and all. Now, do we want to go directly there or shall we go directly to the left? I think we go to the left first. Whenever we can, and then we might explore that one on the way back though, huh? This is the longest patch of asphalt that I have seen. Moose, alright. Moose crossing around here. Better be careful though, huh? But yeah, this is the longest patch of asphalt that I've seen so far in the game. So we actually have use for the highway trucks, maybe. I mean, that's rather cool. I'm actually looking forward to it. I mean, what the? Yeah, normally we did not have the luxury of that, though. Everything was just mud and snow. And now we also have solid roads, though. Huh. Kind of feels strange. Not sure what to say about it, though, right? You know, we have to see how it goes. Maybe we are not even going to use a highway, right? You know, we will have to find out. The first one is unlocked though, and the location is absolutely amazing. There's a long bridge down there at the distance. The factory we already can see. Trailer in the river, we got an upgrade over yonder. And a trailer in the river over there, hazardous cargo. Oh, either this is a farm location though, or... I don't know, it probably is. We got a field there at least. Now, how are we going to do this? We might go down and try to make our way over here. We do have 2 wooden ones or metal beams. I think it's actually metal beams there that we can pick up. So, yeah. This is an issue right now. How are we going to tackle this? I think we might be going like that. Take that one. And then we have to make our way up there. So that doesn't make sense either. Let's explore this one later on. Difficult charge. You know what? Let's pick that one up. That mission over there. That task. So we know what to do and what to prepare for. And then we are going to drive back over the highway. And then we are going to take the little side route, right? You know. And check out the western part of the map. Yeah, let's do that. So what I do already see about this map though, right, is that the river is going to be a big issue. It's going to be a major obstacle though that we have to fight through, or actually we are lucky though. It really depends. But I kind of have a feeling like we have to conquer that river a couple of times on the least. Oh, nice. What do we have around here though? There should be a mission here too, probably. Or maybe a late delivery, right? Yeah. There's nothing unique around here. Kind of reminds me of Michigan though, right? You know, with the house like that, far to the second map. All the way towards the northern western part of that map. Where we had to find a trailer and deliver that close by though. Good that we did check that there was something there on the backyard, maybe. Man, I am getting curious though how actually highway trucks are driving in the game. I have 0 experience with that. Let's just give him a new road, right? You know, like a little shortcut towards his home. I'd be so mad, by the way, you know, if this was my place. My loaded trailer got washed off into the river during a recent flood. But yesterday I saw it on a sandbank. Can you get it out? We probably can, though. There's a lot of recovery, so I already do plan this, right? You know, we are going to fix all the infrastructure in the game. Well, on this region. Then we are going to deliver the generators everywhere. And then we are going to do probably a lot of recovery missions, though. Oh, yeah. Now, the question... Okay, we can go over here, so that's no biggie. No biggie. I could explore this, head this way, and then from there to there. Yep, no biggie at all, though. Let's be creative. Let's adjust as the road adjusts to us, too. It doesn't do it. We have to adjust to it. Alright, so we got 2 companies here. 24 hours? Hey, wait a minute. Is that a garage? It is a garage. It is a garage, though. Oh, that's nice. Truck services. Oh, yeah. You know what? While we are exploring here, let's just go in. And let's leave. Free gasoline, though, huh? Alright, big factory over here. Yeah, that even says tunnel and factory this way. I was trying to read the sign, and of course I do not keep my eyes on the road. This is how money is made, by the way, if you're a mechanic. People not watching the road. Oh yeah, there's the road that I did see on the map, which is nice. Now what do we pick up over here, or what do we make here? Stoltman. Cargo, yes. Oh, wait a minute. We have to make railroad sections? Oh, that's nice. That's real good stuff, though. That's real good stuff. Issue is, though, they don't come like a Lego set, right? You know, you normally have the concrete slabs, then you have the steel parts, and you have the pins. Sometimes you have the wood, though. It's all optional here and there. But man, it's some good stuff to be hauling around, though. That's all I can say at this moment. And it's some very, very heavy stuff too. Oh my. Yeah, that's a little ocean right now in between me and that farm over there. I do see the massive grain silo. Whoa! I have to say though, the damage in this region really knocks me out. One kick to the knee and it's broken, you know what I mean? My poor suspension. Nice little home. Yeah, I think this region really had it tough though with the water. With the downpour. How much further do I have to go? Alright, we have to drive that one out. Interesting silo, that close by the train. I don't see a farm though, but it could be like you were trying to make one. That means that the silo is proper new. The bales are already on the field. That's a lot of bales for a tiny field, by the way, I'm just saying. Not hating though, not hating. That farmer is blessed though, although he got a little bit of a downer right now too, but that farmer is blessed if he can make all of that out of that little field. Yeah, we're going wrong. Yeah, I got you right. Oh, hopefully I got you. Okay, whew. You thought I was going down there, huh? We're going down here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's the real part that we have to fix probably. Now what do we have here? A landslide happened after a recent storm and carried away a few pallets of fuel tanks. They are a hazard for the environment and can even contaminate the river. Can you please pull them out? Yeah, I kind of think we should really take this one serious though, because it doesn't look like the owner of this place can afford all the environmental damage repairs though. That will cost him a couple of millions though. Yeah, and it probably will stack on though, right? Because those people want also to have their college, you know, degrees to be paid off one day. Yep. Gotta pay the bills though, gotta get that 1 yard. Because you don't want to be the loser though that doesn't have its own private boat or the 5th car. With a house that has 12 bedrooms. You know what I mean? Gotta be ashamed though, right? You know, if you're just normally successful in life. Ta-ta-ta. So let's put those prices up though. Now, environmental cleaning is super expensive though, because you have to be very, very thorough. I mean, if you're not, it's still an issue, right? Later on. Fun fact, Europe is still dealing with the Chernobyl aftermath, right? You know, there's still spores of mushrooms here and there that do contaminate wild animals sometimes, especially boars. It's a rare thing though, but it still does happen, and there's still regions where the spores are with the mushrooms and all. And a very cool thing about the Chernobyl nuclear disaster, right? The power plant. There's a black fungus growing there. It's actually eating all the radiation away. It's not powerful enough, it's not big enough though, but can you imagine that thing wakes up to be its own entity? I do like me some sci-fi and stuff like that, right? You know, the futuristic elements of humanity. But hopefully it's friendly, man. This road is a joy to drive. No fight every moment though, right? You know, no struggle every second. Just a nice, smooth ride. I appreciate that so much though in this game. Mobile telephony. Okay, I thought telemetry. And this is the train depot. Wow, that's an isolated big boy right there. Small bridge here too. We do got only for the wharfie. He's talking about us though. And then, yeah, let's go towards here. Only for the wharfie again. Oh, yeah, that's a big truck though. Interesting. Seems to be a farm over here too. But that's our goal right now. That over there. And what is this? Do you see that? There's a little log sideways though. Nice. Nice. Good details. But first, let's drive this one out and let's see where we do arrive. Yeah, the issue what I always had with SnowRunner though, it's more like a visual issue though, right? I know why they are doing it, but it's just a visual issue. Is that all roads are so deep with tracks. You know, like it doesn't make sense for how difficult the terrain actually is. But it seems that everybody's just driving through the terrain like there's no tomorrow. Like, you know, every morning, every evening, back and forth to work and home. Like, it did seem like well-driven roads all the time. And then we are here with super trucks, right, you know, and we get stuck here and there. So, it didn't make sense, but this road makes a lot of sense, though. I'd rather see, you know, like a mud bath, and the only tire tracks that are there will be the ones that we are making. It will be way more realistic, though. But we do need the visual clue. I get it, but I think my version is way more realistic and way cooler, though. Hi. Oh, hi back, though. We are trying to set up some mobile communications here. The signal is so bad, I can't even call my mom. Well, that might be a good thing. But we need to haul the equipment to the hilltop. Will you help? Well, I mean, anything from... What is that, dude? What is that? Like, who is living here, dude? Oh, no. That's where he's living. And that is where his mother-in-law is going to live, the fat piggy, right? You know? Oh, dude. I apologize, though. I had Al Bundy in my head right there, you know? Married with Children show. Remember that? Dude, what's up with that house, though, huh? Is there a lore behind it or something? Is Sasquatch going to... Oh, no. Is he dating Sasquatch? Maybe. There's a locomotive there. Now, how are we going to cross this? Alright, we are taking that road over there. The official one. I could just go off-roading right through the forest, but let's see what the official one has in store for us. Oh, is that a mission? Did we take this mission? No. We did actually drive past it? Oh, that's dangerous, though. Hey, can you help me? I'm trying to fix my farm, and I could really use some long logs. I'll pay you well for the haul. You really do. 70k. Not bad, though, big boy. Now, how many do you need, actually, right? You know, no, let's see, though. 2 only? My boy, since when? Since when do they only want 2? Normally it's like 3 or... Well, screw your life, 12, you know. Nah, okay, 6 was the max that we had. But not just of one type of log, so it will be 3 long and 3 mediums. Now this is fun. Look at this. Right? A road barely traveled. Right? It's getting overgrown again. And it feels like we are the first ones that have been here. I don't know. A couple of months maybe. Right? You know, we might be in springtime. I really do think that we are in springtimes here. Yeah, this really feels like we are the new boys in town, you know. That's a house. Oh, look at that. Oh, man, I love it. Oh, yeah, some rough, overgrown railroad tracks, dude. Oh, that's good. They are getting very creative slowly, right? And realistic with all of this. Man, the developers stepped outside of their office for once. Alright. Let's go. La 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 la. I really want to see how it goes. Technically, we could go la 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 all the way back, though. Yeah, let's go there. And turn around, just in case that we did miss something on the map, though. Yeah, nothing is registered there. Alright, good to know. Let's turn around here. There's a simple reason why, though. I want to crush all those little trees, you know. go. Yeah, this really feels like we are exploring, you know what I mean? Like we are really going through nature though, literally right now. This is what I wanted though, whenever I started to play the game, right, you know? But every road was so well traveled. The mud, you know, tracks were so incredibly deep. You know, like everybody just went already through it, and then we are just fighting against the aftermath of them making all those deep lines, right? You know, those deep tracks in the mud. Didn't make much sense to me. Now, you know what I would love, though, to see? That we have to restore this factory here. Wait a minute. Did you move? It did land a little bit, didn't it? Let me drive that. Let me drive that, alright. I love trains. Man, what happened here though, huh? They really went out of business. There's a trailer there to the right. They really went out of business and somehow corn is growing here. It reminds me of something. Okay, they still have electricity. It kind of reminds me of those apocalyptic RTS games, you know? It is interesting here. There's an airplane up in the sky. Well, we have our sleeping bag with us, right, you know, and an extra nice pillow. We are going to sleep right over here, not on a railroad track because we don't know what happens. But it's going to be great. Rise and shine, sunshine. Off we go, those princes. Here's your cup of coffee. Here's a big fat chunk of beef jerky. Well, it's not fat, it's just dried up, right? You know, it's beautiful and delicious. Very cool though, right? You know, a little saw block right there. Actually, they call it a saw donkey though, if I'm not mistaken. I did see a video today of a farmer, literally, driving to another farmer's place when he was working on a saw donkey like that. And yeah, he just did drive against it, broke that thing with his tractor, right, you know, and they drive off, calling profanities. I think they are best friends though, but the way how the other farmer did react, you might think like that one other farmer should sleep with his eyes open though from now on, you know what I mean? There's some real random stuff on the internet, I'm telling you. Okay, now to our left. Like a tourist guide, right? Oh. Oh. That's a whole new big boy, isn't it? Oh yeah, look at that thing, man. Oh, wait a minute. That's a P12, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's a P12. We have an emergency. There was this big crane truck we were expecting. And by big, I mean big. It was going to the warehouse, but it flipped on its way here and fell into the trench. Folks who tried to help couldn't even budge it. Maybe you're the one who can do it. Man, I do love this though, right? You know, there's so many missions like this that we just have to recover. That's a cool color for the Pacific though, huh? Instead of blue. I don't know, man. I'm tempted though. We already got the twin steer called Big Girl, right? You know, it's a pink truck right now. It's so weird, dude, you know, to drive a pink truck, to be very fair with you. I feel a little bit, how shall I say? A little bit fabulous though. Yeah, I feel a little bit fabulous driving that though, but man, you know, I did ask it. It's a perfect fit, right? For it's lean, it's mean, and it's a power machine. Whoppa, there we go. I don't think we can do this though, but yeah, we do need a big boy for it though. I already did see those tires. I was like, hey, that must be a new truck. And at the same time though, I was like, oh no, those are the Pacifics, auntie. They're very good, by the way. Very, very, very good. But man, I was hoping that we would go next to it and be like, haha, got a new one. Got a new truck, me boys. Sadly not the case. Still, that's going to be a very fun recovery mission though, right? And by the way, if you are going to order a new truck, don't hire a drunk or somebody who just wants to screw with your company, right? You know, who made this? Who did this? Horrible way to drive through here. Yeah, this is disgusting though. This is bad. But yeah, don't hire someone who doesn't love their job though, right? And want to just joy drive it through a little foresty area. And then see a little slope here and there and think you can do it. You know what I mean? Oh man. Kind of seems like they are doing it on purpose, right? You know, some company sabotage. Seems like it's something from the Cold War though, but it really does happen to this day. Or there. I think we are going first to go over here. Fuel storage is over here too. We might pay it a visit only for the worthy. Yeah, let's go right here. Then we are going to go there. And then we are going to go to the other upgrade. Yeah, I had to orientate here a little bit though. Upgrade obtained. Engageable. Locked differential kit that provides considerable traction. International pay star. 5600 ST. This is not the other pay star that we already have though, right? From the get-go. I think it's not the case, but oh well. It seems like my camera keeps changing a little bit. Let's just keep it like this right now. Let's go and fuel her up though. And by that, I also want to thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful time, and I really appreciate you though. Don't forget about that and take good care of yourself, alright? Or also going to kick that ass. See you later. Love ya. Bye bye.